You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.
Hey, Bron.
Hi. I just got a text from AJ asking me. Oh, Banks just pushed the door open to come in. AJ just texted me, formally asking me to be a groomsman. Very nice.
How nice is that?
I just got that text as I was setting up.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And your answer is?
Yeah, of course.
Very nice.
My best friend.
So you have to get there early now.
Probably. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, good. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Was he a groomsman of yours?
Yeah, of course. It was him, Tom, and then all the brothers.
Very nice. Oh, that's an honor for him.
Who else? AJ's been my best friend my entire life.
That's true. I love AJ.
Who else would it
I'm
be?
going. I'm excited.
Yeah. It'll be
we
fun.
were at Soto's wedding in Spain last week, which was great.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
You were all over the globe last week.
And Croatia was beautiful. I mean, beautiful. And we went to Bosnia.
And Herzegovina.
What's that?
That's Bosnia isn't the country. The country's name is Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Oh, right. So we went to, so far, 2 communist countries.
Bosnia is not communist.
It's not?
Nope. It's former Soviet, but it's not a communist country.
Oh, Bryce.
It's part of the EU.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's part of the EU.
Okay. Then we've only been to 1.
I've been to 2.
Well, I've been to 2. Russia.
Russia's not communist.
It's not?
Nope.
I've been to Cuba.
Cuba's communist.
And I want to be to China.
When are you going to China?
We're going to China in March.
Where in China are you going?
Probably
just
Bangkok?
Hong Kong. Bangkok's Thailand.
We're doing that. That's communistic, right?
Nope, it's not.
Oh, Bryce gave me wrong information.
Thailand's not communist.
We are doing China.
Vietnam.
We're
is
doing
communist.
Vietnam. We're doing Vietnam.
Okay, Vietnam is a
and
communist
China.
country. Okay, China is a communist country.
Yes, we're doing Hong Kong.
I think there's only 5 communist countries in the world.
Bryce said there were 8.
Cuba, Vietnam, China, Nicaragua, and North Korea. Those are the 5
I'm never going to
countries.
North Korea.
No. There might be more. Hold on. Let me double check that. Communist countries today. I was right. China. Oh, no. Laos and Vietnam. I thought Nicaragua was communist. Wikipedia is saying China, Cuba, Laos, North Korea, and Vietnam.
Where's Laos?
Right next to Thailand and Vietnam. There's 4 countries on that peninsula: Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, Vietnam.
Okay, so Vietnam is and China.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Pretty cool.
Hong Kong is very cool. The rest of China, I don't think you would like, but Hong Kong you would like.
Well, we're going.
Yeah,
I'm
no, it's cool.
Yep.
It's like tropical New York with Asian people.
So New York, but it's tropical.
Yeah,
All right.
New York is way less Asian people. Ethnic diversity, like ethnic groups in New York, I feel like Black people and Puerto Rican and that group, like that
Soon to
kind
be
of
all Muslim.
more represented than Asians.
Where were we in Canada? Were you with in Canada? Was all Asian? What was that? That was Vancouver? Unbelievable.
The entire country of Canada is all Asians.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Vancouver is like all bought up by the Chinese.
Crazy.
They're like keeping all their money there.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And we stayed in Shangri-La. Where did we stay?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
You go to any university in California, it's all
Yeah.
Asians.
Yeah.
Now, that's not a problem.
Just saying.
But it's just a different.
Nothing's America anymore.
Well, why is that not America?
It's every country infiltrated America.
Okay, so when you say Asian, you're talking about like they're foreigners. They're not American. Like, what about like Gene Suk?
No.
Is he Asian or is he American?
He's American.
Right. So like when I'm talking about like
And last names. Don't mention last names. But go ahead.
But when I'm talking about like when you go on a college campus in California, 70% of those people are like second generation, third generation American Asians. They're as American as I am. No, I guess I'm fourth generation. My great grandparents are the ones that came over here.
Right.
So that, I mean, they are as American as I am.
I guess.
No, what do you mean? You literally.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally.
Okay. All right.
Same, I mean, anyone who's not first generation is as American.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Okay, then I'll move on. It's
No,
fine.
what are you saying?
No, I'm just saying that it's interesting because out of all me make a stupid comment here, but out of all the ethnic groups that come over, I have the least issue with the Asians. Did that come out wrong?
No,
Why
it didn't.
laughing?
I agree with you.
It doesn't bother me. Like, I think they're hard workers, educated. They want to contribute. They just it's the family. It's just a cultural thing. Like, zero issues with me. Does that make sense?
Yes,
But what was
makes
the
sense.
snicker?
Because one, it's just like saying they're the ethnic group you have the least problem with means that you have problems with other ethnic groups.
No, but
and to be grouping.
You're right. That's
also
why,
like Asian. What does that mean?
No, I get
because
it.
there are like
I get it.
Like Japanese are completely different than Vietnamese.
I get
completely
it.
different.
It's ignorant of me, right? Like, I get it.
So saying like I have no problems with the Asians. It's like within the group Asian, the Japanese hate the Thai. They think they're disgusting and
Isn't that interesting?
And it's like there's a hierarchy. The Japanese think Chinese are gross. They think they're rude. They think they're vulgar. They think they're literally dirty.
All right.
So it's like
all right.
even grouping that.
I don't know enough about the cultures to group them.
Yeah, so that's why I laughed.
Okay.
But also, like, do you consider Indians Asian? When you say Asian immigrants,
I do not.
They are.
You're right. I get it, but I don't. Just
So
because in my simple not knowing the different cultures.
Indians are a good migrant.
Indians
in
don't
America,
bother me either.
generally. When they like assimilate halfway, because I don't expect anyone to fully assimilate, because that's what's nice about America is that there's different cultures and traditions.
I like that.
I don't want Indians to stop cooking Indian food. I love Indian food, right? So that's why
I
I say,
don't know if I love Indian food.
oh, I love it. You want to assimilate like
That
halfway.
was actually a good restaurant with the one Indian place you went to in Miami.
Oh yeah,
I did enjoy that.
Bombay Darbar, shout out, great Indian food. I love Indian food. How did we get on this?
I don't know. Oh, communist countries.
Oh yeah, but how did that transition to this? I don't know. We were talking about China, and then you were saying Asians are the.
You said New York. I said all of New York is like that.
And you said
and
Asians
Vancouver, and you said they brought up the whole thing.
So if Asians are the ethnic group that you have the least issue with, what ethnic group do you have the most issues with? Because if you're the one that put it on a spectrum, so that means there's someone on the far other end. And don't say anything.
What?
Don't say an ethnic group.
I'm not.
But like, okay, so like black people, even within the black group,
Right.
there's so much infighting. Like
What
Caribbean,
about even white too?
well, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Caribbean blacks,
Haitian blacks.
they
right?
hate American blacks.
really
Yeah, they're like American blacks
are lazy.
and like they're
Ruining
dangerous.
They're ruining it for them.
and a problem. Or like African blacks, like Nigerians, they're the ones that come to America and they're like all engineers and doctors and everyone has to get multiple degrees. They look at America, we're making insane generalizations here, but they look down on American blacks. So it's like even within that group, even within our small group of Jews, there's so much difference within, like Sephardic Jews and Ashkenazi and Persian, like everyone looks down.
Annoying Jews.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Okay, so.
Good. We're done?
Yeah.
Oh, don't even do it. Oh, fuck. So yesterday went to lunch with EJ and Val at Woodfield. And it's a tough group at Woodfield. That's a tough group.
You have to. That's a country club in Boca.
Yeah, but it's
You
like
have to explain that to people.
It's a real, it's like the annoying Jewish,
It's just the most New York Jewish
but annoying,
place that's possible.
but they're annoying, whatever. So we're sitting at the table, and I want to say something so bad. There was probably a parent, white Jewish couple, probably early 30s, maybe your age even. They had a baby.
I'm almost 30.
Right, but they had a baby, maybe 2-3 months old, and they had like a Jamaican or a Haitian black woman. So we're there at lunch in their club. One kid, they couldn't.
A little kid.
Maybe 4 months old, 6
Right,
months
so it's
old.
not like the kid can run around.
No.
Right.
But
that makes it easier is what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying it's maybe 6 months old. Head was able to sit up, whatever, but still a baby, an infant. So I'm like, now keep in mind that The two people were on their phone the entire time. They were watching when the Haitian or Jamaican, whatever woman was.
How do you know she was Caribbean? Did she have an accent?
No, she definitely looked with the hair with the long hair, and it was the good look. It's the kind you want her to make. Like, she probably makes great food.
Yeah,
like
and calls you sweetie and
hun. Yes, of course. Okay, so I'm saying it's a positive. Like, it was a good, not like she. You know, it's like,
oh God.
No, I'm saying
we're 10 minutes and we've hit we've said many problematic things. I don't think they're problematic, but
no.
Go on.
Okay,
we're making crazy generalizations.
But that's what we do.
Yeah.
Listen, so I'm saying to myself, and they're watching. They couldn't even fucking handle forget about the fact they couldn't handle being at lunch with their baby without help. Just lunch. Just as lunch. We're not traveling. We're not to whatever. Even that, right? Then.
And it's one kid.
One kid. Then they're feeding. She's feeding the nanny is feeding the baby, and they're watching, looking and smiling. Like I'm saying, why aren't you not feeding the baby?
Of course.
And they're on their phone the entire time. So what I wanted to get up and say to the nanny, like, "Oh my God, she's beautiful. Is she yours?" I wanted, like, and mom's like, "Don't say a word."
With them.
But it actually offended me. Like, I once said, like, "You stupid fuck, like, seriously?" They didn't even.
You know that kid is just going to grow up and be like a shitty kid.
They didn't even feed their kid, and the baby was easy. Not when I tell you,
why have a kid?
Wait, Bronson, there was not even a peep out of that kid. It wasn't like it was a brutal kid. There was no need. It's a Saturday. I mean, go to lunch with your family
and enjoy.
You don't need a nanny.
Interact with your kid.
You don't. They didn't. They held the baby for 2 seconds, watched the baby be fed by the help, and literally fucking were on their phones. It was so disgusting. It made me. I fucking hated those people. I didn't even know them.
Yeah, that is annoying. But like,
right? There's nothing to say. I'm just commenting.
They're gonna fuck up their own kid. They shouldn't have even had a kid.
It's disgusting.
And they're probably unhappy in their own lives.
And
I
bet you they have a fucking little toy poodle that's 6 pounds and they wheel in a stroller. But it was so wrong in every level. But that was it. That's all I have.
But then again, like, I don't agree with that. But like, there are a lot of cultures in the world like that. It's not just like a wealthy American. There's a lot of cultures in the world where the kids are raised by help. Like to go back to Asian.
But
most Asian cultures, like most Asian, if you're middle class or above, like it's not even the wealthy, regular middle class and above, you have nannies that live in your house and take care of your children for you.
Yeah, but I guarantee these kids, the parents brought them to the house.
Right. The grandparents.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's really not our culture, though.
No, I agree.
A little bit of the Jewish thing, I get it. And I could say that being a Jew with the help, whatever, but how do you not? I wanted to hold the baby.
How do you not want to why have a kid?
I wanted to hold the baby.
I just don't understand why would you want a kid if you don't want to
parent the Saturday afternoon at lunch.
Well, they probably both
so
work.
Hard for I guarantee she not.
So she probably is like in marketing or social media or something.
So hard for the mom.
Wants to be
Could you imagine how hard that was? I mean, I'm being sarcastic. Fucking retards.
What's your whole?
What?
What's your whole? You know about like push presents? Have you heard about this?
Nope.
There was like a new. I don't know if it's new or not, honestly, but it's new to me. There's a new.
Did you get a haircut?
Yeah,
nice.
3 days ago. There's a thing now that mothers, new or expecting mothers, they expect now a big present after the baby's born.
I know.
For the pregnancy.
For giving birth, which is not, yeah.
Well, it's, yeah.
What about the man that has to take care of that kid for the rest of his life? Where's his fucking present? Seriously.
Yeah, I don't like I never like the idea of like expecting presents, because then it's like, what's the point? Like a present should be a thoughtful thing, not like an expected obligatory.
But there's not a single Jewish woman that doesn't believe in the push present.
Well, it's not a Jewish thing. Everyone,
but
and
it's
like
thing.
These aren't. It's not just like a little token. It's like you the ones you see online. They're like Chanel purses. Oh, the mother's in the hospital bed, and the father's like giving a
disgusting
$10,000 present.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't want to do that, but that's the annoying thing about now with like social media. If one person does something, everyone has to do it.
We don't have to.
No, but if you don't, then it's like you're a fucking asshole.
No, you're not. What are you gonna give? give like a, I don't know.
I think to like.
And where's the
Expect
husband?
a
Where's the
reward.
husband's present?
Well, why does
Seriously.
no? But why does
There would be-
anyone need a present?
I agree with you.
No, but
no
why
one
are you
needs it.
saying where's the husband's
No,
present?
if you're gonna get the woman, why she ain't not getting you one?
Because the whole point is like the woman is the one that went. Objectively, Dad, the woman goes through more during a pregnancy than the man does.
First of all, we have to hear the woman for the 9 months, okay? And then you have to live with the woman the rest of your life, and you have to take care of the kid for the rest of your life.
Wait, you have to
financially.
live with the woman for the rest of your
I'm
life?
teasing you.
If that's an issue, why are you with the woman?
Bronze, I'm just making a joke.
No, but in all seriousness, like
Yeah, in all seriousness, though, you are financially responsible to make sure that kid's safety
but
and
you don't need a
financial.
present for that. That's what you do. That's your duty.
Okay, then why need a present for giving birth?
Exactly.
That
That's-
baby's
that's
no,
my
that-
point.
That baby's coming out whether or not you push or not. And if what if you
True.
get a
That's a
C-section?
great point.
Then why is it called a C-section present?
I think you shouldn't get presents for, or you shouldn't be rewarded for doing something that you chose to. You
agree.
took on the duty. As a woman, if you're saying I am deciding I want to be pregnant, you can't then expect a gift.
I agree with you.
For that decision. You made that decision.
I agree. Listen, I agree. Did I get mom anything?
You probably did. You probably got her like an expensive gift.
I get her expensive gifts all the time.
Right. No, but I'm just saying, like, you probably did that back then, and now you're shitting on it.
Let me ask. I shouldn't because I can. Let's see. Oh, she doesn't have her phone. I'll call Hannah. Because,
Hannah definitely will be expecting a push present.
oh, Hannah, you kidding me? Can't believe I have Hannah under Bloom. Cracks me up. Let's see. We'll see what the deal is. She's like, why is he calling me?
No, she knows that because mom doesn't have her phone.
Not answering. But if you called, she'd answer.
I can't FaceTime.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Because I don't
I
like
did that
iPhones.
shit last time. I don't like that.
Why? It doesn't. It's so fun. So I don't have an iPhone anymore. I have a.
Let me
a-
see.
a
You went
Google
back to the
Pixel.
Google one again?
Yeah.
And why'd you get that one?
Because it's cool and it's different and it's better. It's so funny how everyone else gets so pissed at you. Like literally everyone now who I interact with who finds out there's such a cult around iPhone. People literally are.
Oh, Burke, I called you by mistake? I meant to call Bryce. I had a question for Bryce. I'm sorry. How you doing, handsome? You look good, Burke. Hey, I love you, buddy. Can't wait to see you. Bye, honey. Bye. That's so funny. Go on. I'm listening to you, though.
No, it's just funny that people like get mad at that
Because
their texts aren't blue anymore.
I'm
with,
not
like,
happy that you switched up.
Why?
I
How
think
does
it
that
was
affect
I think
you?
it was like a bait and switch when you did that.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I said from the beginning I didn't want.
I
an
need all
iPhone.
my boys on the same thing. Seriously.
Why?
No one answers. We could be murdered right now. We could say we are like Captain Phillips.
But if we were murdered, it wouldn't matter if they answered
There
anyways.
he goes. Hey, can I speak to mom for a quick second? You're with all the girls.
This
That's
could have just
hysterical.
been a text too.
I know, but why not make it fun for the thing? What do you got to talk about, Bronny? Yeah, you're very funny now. Just don't lose your looks. I got a question for you. When you gave birth, did I buy you a push present? What did I waste my money on? What did I get you?
I knew he did. Told you.
So with Bronson, you bought me the gold necklace that had like little buoy hanging from it.
Where is it?
With brace, you
Wait, where is it?
I don't remember. I might have it in my jewelry box somewhere.
Okay, so a gold necklace.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like this gold chain with a little gold like buoy hanging.
Okay,
And
I'm
for
sure these got
Bryce,
more
you bought
extravagant
me
as.
that diamond bracelet that I wear all the time.
Okay, a
that has,
diamond
like,
bracelet for Bryce.
flowers and diamonds.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, and that's good because it looks real, but it's fake. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
It is not fake. And with Burke, I either don't remember or you didn't get me one.
You definitely got her.
Probably didn't get you one. You didn't deserve one. But now knowing the way Burke is, I'll get you one.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Have fun.
Okay, thank
Bye. All right.
So you did, and you were shitting on him.
I'm still shitting on it. I think it's a waste. I agree.
It is a waste, but whatever. I guess you have to do what you have to do. I mean, it's so annoying.
So you're getting her one in 9 months?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
It really is, and this is a shame, but I think it's just the way of the world now. But it really makes me sad that and we've talked about this, but just to put a pin in this conversation, then we can move on. The fact that like social media is everywhere and everyone's on it, now everything's the same. Like once one person does something
and it takes off,
everyone now does it, and it's like there's just no more individuality or.
I still think you can, but I hear you.
But it's you can, but it's way everything is way more ubiquitous. Like the general thing is the same.
I spell ubiquitous.
UBIQUI ubiquitous. TOUS.
I don't know.
Yeah. Did you hear about the heist at the Louvre?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Jeff Kelly was on CNN. I watched him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Jeff Kelly was former FBI in the white collar crime, but in charge of the
heists,
art theft.
Yeah.
In Boston. And he was on. I'm sure you can look at the clip. Probably Jeff Kelly and CNN. It'll come up.
That's cool.
And he looked good. He answered it well. He looked like an FBI, an ex-FBI agent. And that's
pretty crazy that shit can even happen nowadays.
Crazy the way they did it. Balls.
But apparently it's like the Louvre, it almost, I think, was a...
Inside?
No. You know how they say like TSA, it's not really keeping us safe. It's the illusion of safety. And that prevents people from doing things. I think the Louvre is the same thing. Apparently they're saying like, the actual security there isn't that great.
Well,
but it's
obviously,
just the idea that like there's so much security that people don't even think I could get away with a heist.
It's crazy what they did.
They stole the actual crown jewels. It's like straight out of a movie. I didn't think
it's
that
like
stuff
Ocean's
actually
14,
happened.
they said, or something like that.
Yeah.
But they came in as workers.
Yeah.
Wild.
And they went out as like they just took the stuff out of a window as workers on a mechanical elevator that they pulled up to the. And in broad daylight. They just did it all in broad daylight.
It's wild.
And they stole the crown jewels, and then apparently they're saying, because you could never sell those, because, you sell the crown.
Maybe break it down.
Yeah, they're going to break it down into individual jewels.
But then what's the point?
Right. The value significantly goes down. But I guess you could, you find a buyer, and you're like, hey, by the way, just so you know, like this diamond is from Napoleon's crown.
How do you prove that?
You show them video of you. A selfie of you taking it out of
Jeff said he thinks that they're probably not going to break it down.
But what are they going to do with a full crown? They can never sell that unless they sell it to like a sheik or something in a private collection, and no one ever knows.
It's wild.
Pretty crazy that stuff actually happens.
No, wild.
And then you could get away with that. You would, you think, oh, a museum has lasers everywhere and cameras and everything, but they just took this stuff.
Yeah, and construction worker clothes.
But to be fair, I do think so. I'm watching the show The Americans, which is a really good show. You should watch it. Do you know what it's about at all? Like,
is it spies?
Yeah, it's about Soviet. It takes place in the 80s. It's about KGB agents who pose as American families in America.
Since they're young, they come and infiltrate, right?
Yeah, and like they have children. They fully live as Americans, but they're actually spies, and they're conducting all these covert operations.
Are they working in government?
No, not the ones that this follows. But they recruit. They're like secretly working agents. Like they convert people, right? So like one of them, he's married. He's playing a character, an American guy, and he's married to a woman who's the assistant to the head of the FBI. She's his assistant, and he marries her.
Right,
as a different person.
Infiltrating.
Right, but they're playing all these characters, and so I mean that is like what spy fare is. But that's what I'm saying is.
So he's getting information from the assistant, his wife,
but she doesn't know that he's a spy.
Right, it's just the wife.
Yeah,
husband. I mean,
yeah, and he's just asking her like, oh, he slowly worked her and manipulated her to a point where she's just now giving him information, and she has no idea, and she's betraying her country. She doesn't know. And that is what spies do. And it really, like, you can.
And they have kids together.
Yeah. And the kids are American. They have no idea. But this actually happened.
Right.
Like,
I know that. But does he love her or doesn't love her?
His fellow spy wife. So he's married to another spy. They're in a couple. He has another wife.
Real wife.
So he's not really real because the person who he married
is his real wife.
No. Him and a female Russian KGB agent came over to America together as spies. They got married. They have 2 children. The husband, both of them have multiple tentacles out into all of these different people that they're working, right? Like they'll the wife, she'll have sex with the army general and she'll get information from him. One of the people that the husband was working was the assistant to the head of the FBI.
And he married you, said.
And throughout the relationship, he kept having to move up their relationship to make it more substantial so they could get more info, and eventually ended up in marriage.
Right, but he said he's married to the Russian chick.
Yeah.
So that's illegal. I know the whole thing.
Yeah, they're spies.
But
Their whole presence in this country is illegal.
right, but
But what I'm saying is that is what spies do. And I think you can get away with so much more than people realize if you just know how to work people or you just have confidence. Or like the Louvre heist people, they probably just put on like a safety vest and just confidently acted like they were supposed to be there and they were supposed to be taking this thing out of the cabinet and no one would bat an eye, right? Like you can get away with so much. Like half of the show, The Americans, is them just going into, finding themselves in some situation where they're just confidently interacting with someone, and the person just believes them because they just have the confidence. Right. They're like, I work for the FBI. Did you hear this crazy thing that happened last week? And the other agent who works for the FBI is like, yeah, isn't it crazy that blank? And then boom, now they have that info, right? It is.
Well, would say, well, why don't you tell me what you heard, right? That kind of thing.
But you can get away with. I mean, I do that a little bit in my day to day. Like, there's so many times in my life where I've gotten away with something, or not gotten away with something bad, but just like done something that maybe you're not fully supposed to do. But because, I mean, even something so banal as.
So what?
Banal, like ordinary.
Okay.
It's a word.
I heard benign, but not banal.
Banal is like, just ordinary.
Oh my God. Equibus banal. Okay, go ahead.
What?
These words. Go ahead.
This is a great pro tip for people to use in their life. If you're on vacation and you need to go to the bathroom, mostly poop because pee, it doesn't really matter. If you need a nice bathroom to go to the bathroom in, you walk into a 5-star hotel and you go to the bathroom in the hotel because they're always going to be very nice bathrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a Four Seasons or a Ritz, whatever. You know it's going to have a very nice bathroom. But the bathrooms aren't really open to the public in those hotels. But if you walk into any hotel with the confidence that you're a guest there, no one will ever question you ever. Because they're not going to do you stay here, sir? No.
Right, but it's also...
So I do that all the time, but you have to do it with confidence. If you walk in and you're like, oh...
You can't look like a dirtbag either.
That's true. Yeah.
And hotels, that's not such a hard one. I mean, they are open to the public. There is a lobby. You can go for a drink there in the bar. You don't have to be a member, a guest there. You can walk, say, I'm going to the bar.
Yeah. When Hannah and I were in Switzerland, there was this beautiful hotel. It was like this castle on a lake. Beautiful. They only let you stay there like for a week at a time. Probably $3,000 a night. Like this place was crazy. And we wanted to go just to like see it and go to the grounds and get a drink, whatever. But it's only for guests. But I was like, it'll be fine. Like we'll just walk in. We won't have an issue. We walk in. We get so far to the point where we were paying the bill at the bar. We had a lunch. It's only members or only guests. I mean, as we were checking out, then the guy was like, "Oh wait, you're not a guest here," and I was like, "No," but he was like, "You're not allowed to do that," and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," but like I played
too
it
late.
all, yeah,
too late,
and it was fully too late. And he goes, "Oh, it's okay. It's not."
But what's the other? What would be? What are you gonna say? Give us back the food in your stomach?
Of course, but a lot of people would walk in and like kind of.
What if they said
hover in the
order a
lobby.
drink and they said, "Are you a guest here?" You'd be like, "No."
No, I would.
Then you would have walked out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a Bloom trait. You have confidence.
Yeah, maybe I could be a spy in another life.
All Bloom, a lot of Bloom. Most Blooms have a lot of confidence.
I could have been a spy in another life. Manipulate people like that.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The only like political thing that was going on this week that I even cared to pay attention about, because there was nothing else that interesting, is all the White House renovation stuff. Have you been following along with that?
That Trump's doing?
Mm-hmm.
But isn't he paying out of his own money?
Yeah. Well, he got, not out of his own money, he got like donors and investors.
But nothing's coming out. Nothing's coming out right, okay? So you have an issue with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why, isn't he building a big banquet room?
Yeah, so he knocked down half of the White House. The White House is the actual like the iconic part of the building. Then there's the West Wing, which is where all the offices are of all the staff. And then there's the East Wing, which was where like there were residences and stuff like that. For I don't exactly know what was in the East Wing. Offices and meeting rooms and stuff. He knocked out, your mic is falling. He knocked down the entire East Wing, demolished it, and is building a ballroom there instead.
Okay, so he did knock it down.
Yeah, it's gone.
Interesting. And do we know what the purpose of that area was?
We can find out. Let's see. What was in the East White House? It was the headquarters for the First Lady and her staff, as well as the public entrance to the White House. No, I'm not getting. Let's see. That doesn't really. What was the history of the East Wing? Let's see. The wing was originally constructed in 1902, served as the public entrance to the White House, and housed the family movie theater, as well as offices on legislative affairs, the military, and the in-house calligraphers. Perhaps most prominently, though, it included the office for the First Lady and her staff. Rosalind Carter was the first presidential spouse to keep an office in the East Wing. Before that, many First Ladies worked out of there in a sitting room near their bedrooms. So honestly, not very important things. Doesn't
seem like it's a big deal.
Doesn't sound like there was anything like drastic in the East Wing that was.
But I think they should have a ballroom.
Why?
But don't you think they should entertain there?
Well, has the White House not been entertaining for 100 years?
Maybe not.
So no, but they do. They have state dinners all the time.
But maybe in what? In tents on the lawn?
No. They're in like there's the Roosevelt room and the Jefferson room.
How big are those rooms?
They're big. Let's see. I think it's the Roosevelt room. Yeah, the Roosevelt room, the White House. This is where like they'll have stately dinners. Oh no, this is just a meeting room. I think the Jefferson room is one of them. Where do they have state dinners in the White House?
And what's your issue with it?
Yeah, this is the state banquet hall. This is the current room where they do.
Okay, not that big.
No. My issue with it, I guess if there's a ballroom for state, like, here's the first issue with it. There wasn't a problem, right? It wasn't like, for 30, 40 years, we just haven't had a place to host events.
Okay, but
the government hasn't, like, that's never been an issue ever.
But maybe some people don't think about that. Maybe most people in government are not the smartest. This guy's a real estate developer.
But has it been a
problem?
problem?
But there doesn't have to be a problem to modify and improve things to make a problem.
It does when you're like elected to the White House is it exists beyond the president, the individual president, right? It's like the symbol of the country. It's a public government building that we as the people grant a license for 4 years for a person to live in.
I hear you, but the public really can't get into it, right? So I don't know. What's the issue with...
Like, what if Obama... so then what if Kamala becomes president next, right? Let's just say Kamala becomes the next president and she decides, I want to completely tear the White House down and make a modern, what if she was like, or what if she just said, I want to paint the White House black. Okay. I just want to paint it black. But would you say, no, she can do that.
But there's a difference.
She's living there.
What is he that's doing? He's just improving something in a banquet room. He's not like...
Well, why is that an improvement?
Why is that not an improvement?
I don't know. Why...
It is an improvement.
How so?
You're saying maybe to entertain and he's going to be...
But why is that an improvement?
But it's not like I'm painting the White House black. It's not even remotely close to the same analogy. You're saying you don't think a president should have the right... There's a different issue. President should have a right to modify the White House.
To make material changes that are permanent.
That's a different issue.
Right, and that's my problem.
I don't have a problem with him doing that.
Do you not have a problem with him doing it, or do you not have a problem with the president doing that?
If a president wants to add to it, and
it's not an add, it's a change. It's a demolish and a change. Right? It's like also the East Wing has been around since 1902.
You sure it's demolished?
Yeah, I'll show you pictures. Fully demolished. There's an aerial shot here. Look, that's a really blurry photo. Here. So this was it last week. That's the East Wing. And that's it now. It's a construction zone. It's fully demolished.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
And all these trees in that part of the garden, which the thing is, the White House, the East Wing has only been around for 120 years. That's a long time in this realm of this country. And the White House itself, this area has been around for like 150 years, longer, probably 200 years. To just be just be one of 40, to be one of 47 in this long history and be like, yeah, I'm here for only 2.5 more years, but I'm gonna just completely change. Even if it's an improvement, I'm just gonna completely change such a iconic and historical part of the U.S. I just think it's wrong. It's not your place.
So what checks and balances do they have for that?
I don't think there are any, because I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't know what who owns the White House, right? I don't know what the legal framework is for that. But I think if I were president, and just because I think it shows like where his head is at. If I was president, every day I would be like, this is what, like, the people put me in this position. So I have to do what's right for the people. If I think I can really improve this place for the country, I'm going to ask the people if they want that. And if they do, then I'll do it.
You said the president's going to ask all the people, what are you going to
do?
do?
No, or you run on that then. You say, part of what I want to do is I want to renovate Washington.
What if he didn't think about it till a year later?
But then you don't do it. It's not your place.
Okay.
What if he didn't think about doing all these crazy things until about a year later? As the president, you can't just do things. That's my issue. And I've always had that issue. And I think what annoys me about this too is that there's such a double standard that people have. And the other side would have it too. Mm-hmm. If Obama or Biden demolished part of the White House and built something else, people on the right would be furious.
You're right, but the difference. You're right. Wait, you're right, but
this is a desecration of the history
you're right, but
of America.
The difference is Biden and Obama demolished our country.
Okay,
there's a big difference.
Yeah, okay,
there's a big difference. So when someone you respect makes a decision and you're happy with their prior history choices and what they do, prior course of conduct and what they do, you sort of give a little more leeway because you like them and you agree with their procedures because of what they've done. When someone does something bad and continually damage certain things, you don't have the same level of respect and trust. So when they do something,
sure, but I just don't agree with that. Then
I get it, and I hear you, and I do tend to agree with you that I probably would, if you would ask me in general, should a 4-year term president be able to materially change the White House? My answer would be no.
Right. But people don't, like,
Trump
supporters don't care as much. And Obama supporters wouldn't care as much. Biden supporters wouldn't care as much. But I think that's an issue. I don't think it should be, I don't care as much what a person does because I like them. It's like, no, you should have
your checks and balances.
And just like moral ideals that you're like,
checks
I'm
and
like,
balances.
The president shouldn't make changes. Doesn't matter if it's Hitler in there or if it's Trump or if it's Obama. The president shouldn't be able to make changes.
I don't disagree with you, but
also the bigger issue. Sorry,
go ahead.
The bigger issue, not the bigger. A big issue I have with this too is really in a time where we're so concerned about so many things in this country, and you always say, why don't we take care of our veterans? There's so much homeless growing. The homeless grows every day on the street. We need to take care of these people. This ballroom
and that's how I sound
on PBS, the site I was just on that was showing it. It said it was $300 million. Okay, so it's privately funded. That means that's $300 million that could eradicate homelessness. Eradicate it. $300 million that literally could eradicate homelessness, and it's like, really, that's where it needs to go? A ballroom. One ballroom. Okay, I guess like that could be useful in the future, a ballroom, but do we need it? No. Were we fine without it? Yes. Were there other issues that $300 million could have saved? Yes. Is the government currently shut down because of budget issues? Yes. Are the soldiers not being paid because of the government shutdown? Yes.
Okay, but it's not government money though. Right, I hear you.
Optics. The week that the government is shut down and soldiers aren't getting paid.
Is it still shut down?
Yeah.
Wow.
That week they decide to demolish government property Sure, it's being privately funded, but it's like that's not the issue. You know what I mean?
I hear
it's
you.
just like it's not.
I hear you. I mean, I do genuinely.
Like,
I'm not just
focus
pacified.
on the other things. Hey, Trump, remember you said
But
day one.
Is he really focused on that maybe the person and there's a whole team? I mean, it's not like he's saying, "All right, demolish it now." I mean, he's not.
Right, but it's also he's the president. If the plan's going on, and then the government shuts down, you maybe go, hey, guys, we should fucking hold off on this $300 million thing. The government is shut down, right? Government workers aren't getting paid. Government workers are being furloughed and losing their jobs because the government shut down. Maybe we should hold off on this $300 million.
But what can he do about the shutdown?
He's the president.
Okay.
He can whip that's the whole point. He's let it, him and the Republicans, I mean, this is what a government shutdown is that the sides can't agree.
Right,
so you can come to a compromise. That's what you do in the government, right? Like that's the whole point of government is the only way you're able to pass bills is you have to get people to concede, okay, fine, I'll vote on this, but I want, this to change, or I'll ratify the budget, but we need to make sure that this is what right? There are certain sticking points that
I understand.
So eventually someone's going to have to compromise, right? The government can't.
Is that the president's role to get involved in, say, Congress or the Senate?
Yeah. It's not the president's role to like decide what happens, but it's the president. Like the night before the government was shut down, we talked about this did we talk about this? No. I talked about it with Hannah maybe. The night before the government was like officially going to shut down at midnight, the Democrat leaders were in the Oval Office talking with Trump to like try to make sure the government wasn't shut down. And before they came into the meeting, Trump put hats all along the
yes, I heard that.
Yeah, all along the desk that said Trump 2028. And so it's like if they're coming to him to try to get the government not shut down, yes, he does play a role in it. He can tell his party in Congress, hey guys, vote on this or don't vote on that, or make sure that this part is added in. That's your job as the president. You're the mediator of the country. You're there to make sure that things move along. You're not there to just be like, dig your heels in and be like, nope, government's staying shut down.
Okay. I get it. I don't think a president should have the unilateral right, but I don't know, I don't know enough about this, how this came about. And I didn't know they were demolishing. I thought they were just adding on. Why wouldn't they just add on?
Yeah, right. Why wouldn't
would
they put
just
it in
add
the
on?
like?
So
Look at this garden
land.
here. Look at like.
There's so much.
Why wouldn't
land.
they put a ballroom here or something or here?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
And it's like they removed trees and stuff, which you would think, okay, whatever. But I don't know. There's something something beautiful that like when you go to Europe and you go and you see a castle,
the original stuff.
Yeah, and you're like, you stand on the ground and you're like, this is what it looked like
where the king stood.
Right. I'm looking at the same thing that Napoleon looked at.
Right.
So, when you would, up until now, you go to West and you'd be like, I'm looking at the same thing that Abraham Lincoln looked at. That's beautiful. And now it's not. It's just not. And that is, I don't think that that's right. I don't think that that's the president's job. If that's what you run on, I'm going to change DC. We're going to renovate and revolutionize the White House. And that's what the people want. Okay, fine, whatever. I still don't agree with that. I don't think the White House should be changed. Right. But to just do it. No one knew that this was a thing until a month ago.
I don't disagree.
The plans came
I don't think a president should have that power. Because if Biden did do it, I'd be livid.
People would be freaking out.
Yep, I get it.
Freaking out.
I get it. I like Trump, but I get it, and you have to be fair and equitable.
And like a ballroom could be a good idea, but also it doesn't need to be on the White House grounds. Put a ballroom here. Like these buildings are all office buildings. This is one of these is the Eisenhower building. One of them is they're like administrative buildings. Make that into a ballroom. Like no one would care if that was the case.
They have plenty of land. They could have built it, right?
But it's also like the beauty of when you go to Versailles, the beauty of it is that there's so much land. It's like this is grand. When there's no land anymore, you lose a grandness. So I like that there's these huge it's a small, house relatively, and and then there's huge lawns on either side. I think that makes it regal.
Well, he's keeping the lawn, I guess. He just swapped one out for another different.
And now it's not going to be balanced. So before we can show, like, I can show you a picture of the renderings. But before it was
front quickly.
It was the White
House. I don't want to bore the listeners. I want to see the front, how it looks or looked.
How it looked before?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, let me see. White House. Here, this is an aerial. I don't know. I can't find it. Like, you just want from the front?
It does look pretty big. Is that the back of the house?
Yeah, this is the back. Where it's rounded is the back. The front is the columns.
Pretty.
There's the
how many
east
square
wing
feet
and
is it?
Like the east wing and the west wing. See how they're one story, right? It's one story and it's one story.
Yeah.
This ballroom is going to be the size of it's going to be as tall as the White House.
Ugly.
So it's going to be
ugly.
The White House now is going to be lopsided. One side is going to be one story, and the other side is going to be
don't
tall.
agree. Do they have renderings? Can you show me? Don't like it.
There was one going around on Twitter. Let's see. White House ballroom. There was like a specific picture that was here. Okay, so this is what it was before, and this is what it's going to be. So that's going to be on one side, and then the other side is going to be
don't like it.
Empty.
Nope.
If it was all, if they
so
did that on
because,
both sides,
even that because it should not dwarf the White House.
Correct. The actual house part is now not as special.
Don't like it. Nope. Big mistake.
And like $300 million. Think about how much
Someone's
good that could.
I hope
be.
It doesn't make it like Mar-a-Lago, like cheesy.
It's going to be all adorned in gold and stuff for sure.
Yeah.
But then it's also like this might set up a precedent. Now, if a Democrat gets into office next, they're
going to sell it.
No, not sell it, but their party is going to want, like, they're going to be emboldened to be like, we're going to demolish the ballroom because Trump did it. And then the next president's going to be like, we're going to, you know what I mean? Like,
I know, like children.
Yeah, literally. But this sets up that precedent for now making changes to the White House, which I don't like.
Terrible. I agree with you. I agree completely. Yeah. What else you got? How's work, by the way?
Good.
And school?
Yeah.
You're working how many days a week?
2.
And you're liking it?
I was doing 3, but it was just like a little too much with school.
And you have your whole life to do it.
Right, exactly.
They were cool with it?
Yeah, they literally before I said that, they told me, they were like, this is your last year of like freedom. Dude.
Anyone else working? Is that your...
There's another law student who I'm with. She's working. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Let me see the back of your phone. Is that the way... Oh, no, it's different.
Yeah.
And you like that one better, huh?
Yeah, it's a fun phone. I like it.
And you just can't FaceTime?
I can. You can text me a link. I'll show you how to do it. I can. Have you seen, Kris Jenner, like the Kardashian, Kris Kardashian, whatever, like the main girl, the mom.
Okay, yeah.
Who like started the whole dynasty. Yeah. Did you see she got some work done on her face or whatever?
Oh no, I got to see this. First of all, I never found her to be attractive. She looked like a dude with the short hair and the face.
She looks. So 90% of the time, 98% of the time, when someone, especially a woman over 40, gets like too much work done on their face, it's bad.
Right.
And it makes them look older. Whatever she did, some black magic, she looks 38. She actually she legitimately has a new face. She looks younger than Kim.
I got to see this.
It's bizarre.
Who's her doctor?
Her doctor's going to be the biggest, like whatever this new thing, like they figured it out. Up until now, you kind of would see.
But she has a body of a 75-year-old, which is nasty.
So in all her new pictures,
it's nasty, scary.
In all her new pictures, you don't see her hands, and people are going to say she'll be hot. There's one picture where she's literally like this, and people are going to say she'll be hiding her hands for the rest of her life,
right?
Because you can't make those look young.
Yes, that's gross.
But Dad, truly, her face, Kris Jenner facelift. She has a new face. It's pretty crazy.
That's not her.
Yeah, that is her,
Literally impossible.
right?
She looks like she's 38.
She looks younger than Kim.
Let me see.
Is that not crazy?
Well, I can turn a little more angle.
Find another one.
That wasn't her. Go down, back.
No, that's Erin Moriarty.
Oh. She's with what's his face?
Look. Oh, this is the super surgeon charging 188,000 euros for a facelift. Kris Jenner's jaw-dropping transformation has shown a light on a small subset of clinicians offering a new range of luxury.
Is that the doctor?
Yeah.
He's a baby.
Yeah. Maybe he got it. He did his own
Make
face.
her bigger.
She
looks great.
Great. It's bizarre. Because up until then, anytime
even her neck looks
she must
good.
have been, how
Wait,
old is
look
she?
at her
Kris
neck.
Jenner age.
She's got to be 65.
She's 69. Anytime a woman over 40 would get a facelift, it made them look older. Or you could just tell. She looks great.
Wow. Her neck?
Yeah. And her skin and everything.
How's that even possible? Well, there's a little scary. I don't
But
like the
she doesn't look like a 69-year-old.
No, I don't like the cheeks.
She
looks
looks 38.
All right, I don't like
40.
I don't like the cheeks.
Lindsay Lohan
Let me say.
is another one who has gotten the new procedures. She looks great compared to what she used to.
Yeah. But they also, yes.
Well, these were all she had a lot of not botched, but she had a lot of work done that made her look older. And now she doesn't. They must have figured out some new. I mean, I can't get over. She looks better than Kim.
Well, but she still looks a little weird.
She's 69. If you saw her, if you were just in a place and this woman walked in, you'd be like, oh, she's probably 40.
Yeah, it's impressive.
There's one, but by the way, have you noticed that there's nothing
No,
of
it's
her
only
body?
from. But her neck looks good.
I saw
Like-
there was one. Oh, well, here's pictures of her hands. Old.
She has man hands.
Old. The knuckles, around the knuckles and everything.
But
I really do think it's a problem that,
let me see Kim.
by the way, I just want to put it out here. 4 years ago on the podcast, I said,
Yes, you did.
I
Get
said
rid of the
all
bots,
of them
everything,
are
yeah.
going to start getting rid of
Thin.
all these stuff. And they did.
Yeah.
A year after I called it.
Yeah. You
And
did.
now all of them, not just Kardashian, everyone in that, all the influencers, all those
It's just
people,
ugly anyway. We said it was nasty.
they're all dissolving all their stuff. They're all being thin, looking like that.
Wow, I can't get over it. It doesn't look like her.
I do think it's pretty fucked up, mentally. There's got to be serious issues for a mom to look as young, to be looking as young, if not younger, than the daughter.
Who's the daughter cares about?
No, but there's some, and I think this is going to be happening more and more. I think that in 10 years,
And the technology is going to change significantly.
right, and it'll just be more approachable. This
Right, remember
that costs
TVs?
$200,000.
You don't remember TVs?
Right.
You could pick up a TV now $400.
Yeah,
They're worth $15,000.
right. We have a 75-inch TV right here. 10 years ago, that was only really that was special,
I got it for $600.
and now it's just not special. Everyone has one.
Right.
A $200,000 facelift now
It's
in
gonna be-
10 years it'll be
it'll be-
$20,000.
Correct.
And so realistically, most people
Maybe.
people will just save up for it because that's important to them. People even poor people get $10,000 boob jobs.
Yes.
They'll save up for it because that's important.
Yes.
So people, if everyone hits 40 and they could just get a new face, everyone will be doing it. And so it's gonna really.
I know, but it's not them.
Right,
It's
that's
not
what I mean.
them.
That's what I'm saying. The psychological
They'll
effects.
do it, but it's it's not them. It's almost like taking a. You know how they make those Vipers off of
like a kit.
a Corvette chassis,
Yeah.
but they're not the old Cobras.
But if you own that and you know that it's not an authentic old Cobra, and when people ask you, is that an authentic old Cobra? You go, no, I just like the look of it and it's fun.
I know, but
Is there-
I don't know, but
Is
I
there
don't know.
a danger in that? I don't know.
I think
there's a
I think
danger
it's a mental disorder.
to want to look as good as you can.
when you change your look, your whole look, when it doesn't even look like you, it doesn't look. There's women I see, it doesn't even look like them. It's not them. You get used to it, don't get me wrong, but it's not them.
Yeah.
Change your name.
I feel both ways. Like equally.
I see both ways.
Yeah, I do. I understand both ways. And part of me is like, this is it's so bad and fucked up and like just morally wrong and it's going to fuck everyone up. And then the other part of me is like, well, I don't know. I'm like, I used to think, not used to, I still do that. It's almost like you're fucking up the rest of your lineage, right? Because if you're changing how you look, you don't
know, right?
You're guaranteeing that your children aren't going to look as good as you because you've altered the way you look, right? So if you're a guy and you marry a woman and you have children with her, but she's had all this work done, and you're like, I mean, this is just part of why anyone gets married and wants to have children with someone is it's innate. It's just, this person is attractive.
But if they're
so
70 or 50, they already have kids at that point.
No, but it's not just 70 and 50-year-olds that are getting work done. Everyone is.
Right,
20-year-olds.
20s, yeah, they're in their 20s.
So if there's a 25-year-old girl who's had work done prior to meeting her future
you don't know what
husband,
you really look like.
Right. And so
Go
you're
back
going
to
to
a
have
high school
children.
album.
But even so then you're guaranteeing that your children, not guaranteeing, but you're making it more likely that your children are going to get work done. Because they're going to be born.
Maybe that's the future of the world.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said like you're changing the trajectory of your lineage by getting the work done and changing how you look. So now it's going to, now every
social media doesn't help that. It helps people wanting to change.
But then again, when I think, okay, so, if these procedures, there's nothing particularly that dangerous about them, right? Like they're pretty. I don't think so, at least, right? I don't think they're that dangerous. Right. And they'll get less and less dangerous. And they'll get more and more approachable monetarily. I don't know. Is there an issue if everyone does
I guess people could do what they want. They could do what they want.
It's just going under a knife is what's, people will say, oh, what's the problem if someone wants to look different? If someone dyes their hair, there's not an issue with that. It's like, yeah, because they can go back. Going under a knife and permanently altering the structure of your
what it's called. It's
DNA.
A little scary.
And it's just like, if you're going to that...
Most women will do it. That's just the way the world is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody wants to grow old gracefully, which I do understand.
Yeah, I understand. Like, I don't think that I don't think that's mental illness. To be like, I don't want to look old.
Well, when you make your lips look like fucking like an ass.
Right, but that's like body dysmorphia.
Correct.
They're not seeing it as that's gradual changes to the point. It's like the frog boiling in water. You
Correct.
know? That I think is just sad. I don't think anyone is like, yeah, my first surgery ever, I'm gonna look disgusting. I think it's like a sad gradual thing that happens. And if anything, I feel bad for those people because I understand the feeling. I don't actually feel it myself, but I can understand, especially women, that getting old and not looking as beautiful is hard, and not looking as youthful.
But the problem is we got to wrap up because we have dinner. The problem is that it's great from the neck up, but they're fucking when they get naked, but listen,
maybe that'll change also.
I don't know, or you put a boob job on them, but it's still a boob job on an old woman.
Yeah, I also think there's something important about growing old and not being like it or not. I mean, a lot of people will say, "I want to look good for myself."
Well, that's not true. They do it for others.
I think
we know that.
Let's just say over 51%, right? I think it's vastly more. But the majority of the reason why people like to look good is because they want to be like fuckable. Not literally, right? Like even of someone who's married, they don't want to literally be, other people have sex with other people. They want to feel desirable sexually. That's just what looking good is as an adult. There are other aspects to it, but I think that's over 51% of the reason why people like looking good. And with that comes confidence, and there's so many other things. I don't think a 60 plus that shouldn't be their main goal.
social media and society
Yeah.
changing that.
It people in their 18 to 35, that should be their goal because that's what society is. Right? 18 to 35, that's the age where it's like you
But
need to
people
be
now,
fuckable because you need to be
50, 55, 60-year-old men or women, between all the hormone shit, all these shots they can take. Everyone's working out. They're looking younger, feeling better. Viagra, whatever. They're still now so 60
But
today is very different than when our parents were 60.
definitely. But what I'm saying is like on just a genetic, biological,
I hear
societal
ya.
level, looking good in terms of like for like sexiness should be reserved for the youth. Looking good,
I don't know.
dignified should
I
be.
don't- yeah.
You can look good. Like you can be
I don't know, I
70
think-
and look good,
Yeah, I think
but you
we're-
shouldn't look sexy.
I don't know if I think you. I
don't think so.
Okay, I'm just telling you. I think it's very much of a turn on attractive. Like when mom goes out on a Saturday night, and not slutty, but looks sexy, but good, looks good. I think it's like any 25-year-old should look good. But,
But what about trying to look youthful?
When you're
That's the-
59, looking good and sexy and dressed nice, I think it's much
looking
hotter.
good is there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone should want to look good. Looking youthful, that's the distinction.
Well,
A
I know,
60-year-old
but
shouldn't be like my
No,
goal in my
a si-
looking good should be looking youthful.
No, a 60-year-old should not, like, I don't think no matter how attractive, a 60-year-old should not with her showing her belly. The boobs should not be hanging out, should not be on the fuck me pumps. You know what I'm saying? It should be, you can still look sexy, but still look good. Not sexy, slutty.
Yeah, I think youth looking youthful,
Dress appropriate.
and thinking
Dress
the
appropriate.
goal of trying to look
Age
youthful,
appropriate, I meant.
Yeah,
Age appropriate.
It should be reserved for the youth. And so 60-plus-year-old women, they should want to look great, but they shouldn't want to look youthful because
Good luck telling a woman. Good luck telling a 60-year-old woman that.
No, I
They
know.
don't want to look youthful. They have a hard time
I know, but
growing
I
old.
think that is
It's an issue.
yeah. And now with technology and shit, like they literally will look youthful.
It's crazy.
And I think there's gonna be some weird changes in society.
She
with
looks
that.
very, very young.
Yeah, it's pretty
How
crazy.
much of that is touched up, though?
I don't think a lot. Like people, everyone across the internet has been like, "Wow, she looks great." So I don't think it's like just
She's still a
a few
Kardashian,
pictures.
still fucking annoying. Opens her mouth, and you're
For
like,
sure.
you're fucking ugly. The minute you open your mouth, you're ugly. So she just wasted $200,000.
Well, I actually don't have anything wrong with Kris Jenner. I respect her a lot because she took literally nothing. Literally, like the shows, the Kardashian empire is built on nothing. There's
Right.
no product. There's no talent. There's nothing. So she took that and built $1 billion empire. So I really
Shows how
respect
stupid
her.
people are, right.
She's incredibly smart. Whatever she knew, I think like what she's doing is wrong, right? Like I think she's made society worse, but I respect her because
She turned her husband into a girl.
Yeah.
Crazy. Fucking one of the greatest athletes in the world. That's
was he one of the greatest athletes in the world? He like jumped high.
He was a triathlon winner.
But what is the triathlon like? Running and jumping?
Yeah, but he still was a gold medalist.
Yeah, no,
Great athlete.
Definitely, he's a honorable athlete, but I don't think he's one of the greatest
Still a
athletes in the
great
world.
Still a great athlete.
Yes, an Olympian, but like,
Okay, yeah.
but there's a hierarchy in the Olympics.
Okay,
An Olympic boxer or like
Right, but-
an is way more impressive than an Olympic curler. I don't hold those at the same respectful level. You know what I mean?
What consists, and we got to go. What consists in a triathlon? What three activities? And this was all before drug enhancements and all the stuff.
Swimming, cycling, and running. Those are all that's a very difficult sport.
Very powerful. You have to
Yeah.
be physically fit. Okay?
Yes,
how
it
much
is.
running? How much swimming? What's the mileage in cycling?
A 2.4 mile swim, a 112 mile bike ride, and a 26.2 mile run. A marathon. So they do a marathon, a 2.5 mile swim, and an 112 mile bike ride. That's incredibly difficult.
Okay? So your body's in great shape. With no enhancement drugs, none of that shit.
That's not true. He was in the
Yeah.
70s and 80s. That's when everyone
Not
was
80s.
juicing. He was like, yeah, right? I think it was the 80s.
No.
Bruce Jenner
Gold medal.
Olympics. 76.
Okay.
So that's late 70s. That's when everyone was like juicing up with all the shit because they didn't track it. Now is when people don't like. Now it's just like scientific stuff.
He was an amazing athlete.
Yes.
Okay?
Sure. I'm not going to
Right,
take anything
right.
away from it.
But now he's an ugly fucking woman.
Yeah.
All right, Bronny, I love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Bye, everybody.
You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me.
The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.